We are here on day 2 of giving with Holly and Jesse of New Creation. Let's start first, actually, with will you tell us a little bit about who New Creation is? What do you guys do?
We're a Christ-centered recovery place. The audience would be, or people that we would look for, are men from 18 years old up until they're elderly. And so we're a local mission that's a nonprofit that helps men that are struggling with addiction and homelessness, and maybe even with some mental health stuff that's tied in there as well,
Sure.
as addiction being the main focus. But we help them come to a place that's safe for them,
Yeah.
to where they can find some stability and structure and getting a full-time job and paying rent and having a place where they can be themselves and stay sober, but have classes and Bible studies and churches and groups and resources that they can get plugged into when they start their healing and recovery process. Spounded at the foundation of Christ, everything comes from there, is where they start that process at. And so after time goes by and they're at a good place, then they get integrated back into society.
Mm.
And so that's what New Creation is. It's a mission to help men from 18 years old until the elderly, and then now also women as well.
And also
Yes.
women. So
Yes.
that's where we are right now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
this is the house that we're sitting in is going to be your new women's home, right?
Yes.
And it just so happens we're here
Mhm.
tonight is when you're
Yes.
going to introduce women to the home, right?
Correct.
Do you want to talk a little bit? Is there anything that you could share? I'm sure we can't share their personal details, but anything about their stories or anything for about those women? So it's
Yeah.
2 women, right, who are coming here tonight.
Yes. So we have 2 women that are coming here tonight. We have 8 beds available for
Yeah.
women. So we are still looking for women that are in need of help.
Okay.
Again, it's anywhere from the age of 18 all the way up. We are specific to substance use
Okay.
recovery. Um, so we are just really excited to welcome them in here.
Yeah.
It's been a long awaited process, so we're excited.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yes.
If somehow somebody was watching this who needed this kind of support, they could just reach out to you guys directly, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And we do have an application process online, so they could go to newcreationinc.org and then they could apply online there. And then those applications come directly to me and I review them and then I call them up and we
Awesome.
make arrangements. Yeah.
Awesome. What an incredible thing. And so we're going to gift you guys this donation of $1,000.
Yes.
I know it's not a big donation, but what does a donation of that like that mean for you guys? What are you able to do with that money?
So there are several needs that we have at New Creation, as anybody could imagine.
Sure.
But it's certainly very helpful for opening the women's house. We are actually in the process right now of putting together welcome baskets for it.
Mm.
Just making sure that we have toiletries here, that we have hygiene products here. Also other needs in the organization. Christmas is coming. And I would love nothing more than to be able to buy Christmas presents for our residents and just really show them that they're cared for and show them that we appreciate them and we accept them, we love them where they're at. And just really using it for the needs that they have every day. We wouldn't be able to provide for their needs if we didn't receive donations and grants and partner with others in the community. So it's to me it means not just there's not just a monetary value on it. To me it means that we're working as a team with the community to bring hope and healing to the people here that really need it.
I love that. Yeah. And you told me you guys are having a Christmas party for
Yes.
for the men and probably I guess
Yes.
for the women too, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
December 13th. And you could use some donations for that Christmas party, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Christmas party, actually, December 13th is going to be our holiday grand opening
Okay.
that we're going to have here at the Women's House. And we'll also have it at the community center on the men's side of the property.
Okay.
And we just want to invite community in to partner with us.
So anyone is welcome to come.
Anyone is welcome to come. Yep. We're going to give some tours, just kind of show people around a little bit. introduce them to the program and what we're doing here. And then also we will have an angel tree as well for our residents, and also for our residents and our children as well, because we do house men and children right now.
Okay.
This house specifically doesn't have women and children just yet, but that is something that we're hoping to do in the future. So for this holiday season, we will have an angel tree so that people in the community can come in and take one, and just love on one of our guys, one of our girls, and make a difference, really.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's great. And what a great idea. And if they're not able to come, but somehow maybe if somebody wanted to adopt somebody, do something, what's the best way for them to reach
yeah,
out? Is it your Facebook? Is it your website?
yeah.
What's the best way to contact you?
So we are on Facebook as well. We're on all, I believe, all the social media
That's
platforms.
what we're all
We
on.
try,
Right? We're
yeah.
all on all the social media.
Yes. But the website is, I'm continually working on our website and adding more things onto the website. Currently, there are options on there for people to donate, uh, whether it be monetary or their time, their talents, whatever they're passionate about.
Yeah.
So it could be anywhere from coming in and helping to lead a group. It could be providing, in-kind donations. There's just so many things.
So New Creation, they've been around for a while, and I think they have some good success, right?
Yes.
Tell me about the successes that you guys have.
Yes. So we have an 87% success rate,
87%.
which is just
Wow.
astounding. Yes.
Yeah.
And I just love, our guys are always working towards goals,
Hmm.
and they're achieving their goals. And I think a lot of that is attributed to just the camaraderie that we have here at New Creation, and they feel supported, they feel cared for. At least that's always my hope, is that they would know, that they are loved and cared for here.
But then there's
And
also a system set up for them to have everything that they would need to be successful.
Okay.
The right resources, the right people, the right
yes.
organizations.
Mhm.
They get completely plugged into that here and
Wrap around.
have it all.
Yeah.
And so they can get grounded in that and get started and networked in that. So then when time goes by and they're ready to move on, they've got a network of positivity that they can lead with.
I love
Yeah.
that. But Holly, you were telling me about an alumni that you guys went and supported. So to your point, Jesse, they're always part of the family, right? So what did you guys
Yes.
do today for that alumni?
Yes. So what I did today was I gathered some of our residents together,
Yeah.
and we went on somewhat of a field trip. And we just went to the courthouse, and we just literally went there to support one of our old alumni, so that he would know that he has our support and that we care about him. And that's important to us, to Jesse and I, and to the board, and everybody involved in New Creation, is that we have a family here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop when a person leaves. We still care about everybody that comes through New Creation, and so I just felt that that was really important, that we showed up, because people have good intentions, but it changes everything. It's a different story when people actually show up for you.
So,
Yeah.
and we know, and I know too personally, like you can teach people and give them a bunch of great information till they're blue in the face, but
Mhm.
I've learned that people won't remember always what you've taught them. They're going to
Mhm.
remember how you made them feel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And when you show up
Yeah.
for them, it makes a huge difference. Then, now they know your care, they're a lot more open to listen to what you have to say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because addiction can be really isolating, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
is that, I would assume that's one of the things, the whole idea of this community is so that people don't feel like they're alone in that, right?
Yes. Yes. That's very important. We want for our residents to know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
And there's some things that we've incorporated here, like we have a fun and recovery night where they literally just come out and
They hang out,
they hang out
they play
together, they
games.
play games together, and they just have a good time.
Yeah.
They just can relax and just have some fun together.
Yeah,
So
that's another
that's
important piece, right? Because as you're
Yes.
as you're going through addiction, as you're recovering, it can be really kind of depressing, right? Some of the
Yeah.
when you keep thinking about like, okay, I shouldn't abuse, I shouldn't abuse, I shouldn't do this, but my gosh, go have some fun in life,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. And overwhelm is a thing.
Yeah,
People can feel very overwhelmed, and so that's something that we try to just really help combat with them, is that overwhelm, by giving them ways to have good, clean fun.
yeah,
Whether it's just game night, like I said, or art therapy, just drawing,
Mhm.
playing guitar, music, different things. So
Food's always a
it's
big one.
important. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot,
Eating
more
together.
than more than half of them will be willing to listen for a good meal.
For a good meal. Yeah.
But there is a lot of truth to that. Sharing a meal together is important.
Yeah.
And it really does bring people together. And I think it just shows that we do care. I think it shows that we are in this with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Right. I think it's so important. How long is the average person in the program? How long do they live in the community for? Or is there a set time? Is it until they feel like they're ready to move on? How is it determined how that long they stay?
So really, it has been determined by them that they're ready to move on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
They'll come here, they'll find that the stability and the structure, and then they'll be at a place where they're either ready to commit more and move on, or they're just ready to move on to something else. So we're looking at probably about, I'd say on average, I would probably say about 6 months to a year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
6 months to a year is the
Yeah.
average.
Yeah.
And that's like the average when someone's staying, going all the way through it and doing what they're supposed to. Sometimes they come and they find out that they would rather go somewhere else, but it got them started and
Sure.
it gave them a good ground to run.
Right.
The average is about 6 months to a year.
We all got to find what's the best fit for us. So that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't want someone to feel rushed through
Yeah.
the process because it is a process.
Yes.
So we want them to take their time and get a solid foundation before they
Right.
leave New Creation.
And then also talking to them about things that they need to be paying attention to make sure that they're mentally, financially, and physically ready for it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that they're not jumping the gun too early because of a relationship or something else. Like your life needs to be lined up right and you need to be ready before you leave. And that's one of the things we try to emphasize with them.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they probably need that time. You said it's substance use
Yeah.
disorder.
Mhm.
But probably to rewire that brain, right?
Yes.
I would imagine that has to take a little while. And so
Yeah.
you can start feeling happiness and things again and
Yeah.
being out from
Yeah.
under that cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that in recovery in a place like this is when you get sober and then you start having to go through the meetings and recovery and the skills and the counseling and all those things, when you're around men all the time and people, your heart begins to be revealed to you.
Mhm.
The irritability, the frustrations, the insecurities, the jealousies, all those things that you, or even trauma that you haven't dealt with for years starts to come up.
Mhm.
And then you're able to challenge the way that you think, the way that you respond, and even the choices that you make. So that's one of the most important parts here, too, is even while they have learned about the 12 steps, part of that is also working on your character. And so the more time that they stay here and do that, they're able for that rewiring, like you said, to
Mhm.
happen, to be able to challenge it, to be
Yeah.
able to think about it clearly. So
Yeah.
And that's our goal, is to provide a safe place for them to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I think there are some other communities like yours around, but by and large, not nearly enough to serve the need, right? Yeah. Yeah, but it's amazing that you're able to expand today and start
Yes.
welcoming women over here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
very incredible. Well, we are so excited to be able to support your work.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's our honor, truly. I think I said it in the beginning, but you guys seem to have an army of people who
Yes.
nominated you. For your organization, especially. It was funny when people could nominate, they could include, what do you want us to know about this organization?
Yeah.
And yours particularly had a lot of personal stories of people who talked about, this made a difference in my family member's life. This made a difference in my life. And just for us, thank you for letting us read those. Thank you for giving us this ability that we get to donate to you and to see this work. It just feels good to know that this is happening in our community. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for allowing us to come here, for allowing us to donate, and for pouring your hearts into this work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to also thank you for giving us this opportunity to get before the community and share what is happening at New Creation. And also to say that, we're just the messengers. God loves them. These are his sons and his daughters. And we just want to give him the glory because he is the one, that is doing these miracles in their lives. And so we just praise the Lord for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are also making it happen too. So I hope you feel some of that credit
Yes.
for you all too. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to get to know you.
Yeah.
I wish you guys the best success. And in all seriousness, if there's anything that our firm can do to help, let us know. Keep us in mind. This is more than just 12 days. You know, this is what we have today. But we really want to be more involved in our community and have a greater impact. So if there's ever ways that we can get involved, we look to do team building things. So if there's like
That's
you want us to
wonderful.
come and do packages or help with whatever, reach out and let us know how we can help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Okay.
so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.